So tomorrow starts Ramadan, alhamdulillah, and I wanted to give you guys a couple of tips for your suhoor in the morning. Okay, so if you start your morning with dates, which you should, because our prophet, he's the one that that started this, and we want to follow him. So 3 dates. Wash them in warm water first, and then that will kind of soften them up a little bit. And then don't eat them by themselves, because that will spike your blood sugar, and then you'll crash a little bit later, and you'll start to feel hungry. Make it a complex carbohydrate instead. So add some almond butter or some peanut butter inside the date, and then sprinkle a little bit of sea salt on top of it, and that will turn it into a complex carbohydrate, and you'll be fine. It won't spike your blood sugar. The second thing is, try to get 40 to 50 grams of protein in your suhoor if you can. What I do is I do cottage cheese with a little bit of cinnamon, because I practice traditional Chinese medicine, and cinnamon is a warming element in your stomach, and it's good for digestion. So I add some really good quality cinnamon, and then I add a protein powder. And that between those two things alone, that's like 30 or 40 grams of protein right there. And then I will also make maybe some bone broth with some pulled chicken and some vegetables and a little bit of rice in it. That is like a complete meal. Like that's amazing. And if you can do that, you're going to get like 60 grams of protein or more. If you can do that for suhoor, you will stay good for the whole day. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to drink 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and some warm water. Why? This is good for digestion, but also it takes away your appetite. So you'll be able to go for the whole day. Every time that I do this in the morning, I'm not hungry until like 4 or 5 o'clock, and even then I have to remember to eat. So that's a really good trick. The third thing is, make sure that you get some kind of electrolyte with your suhoor. You do not want to be thirsty or hungry or crash or anything like that. So you need your electrolytes, because you don't want to get dehydrated. I would recommend coconut water, or you can get the little hydration pouches if you want to add to your water, whatever works for you. But these are kind of some important tricks and tips that really help me when I'm practicing fasting. Not for like before Ramadan, on Mondays and Thursdays. Like, this is what I do, and it's really, really helpful. So I hope that these tips and tricks help you, because especially if it's your first Ramadan, it can be very challenging, and I want you guys to have great success. So tomorrow is going to be the start of the most amazing month, and inshallah we'll be together the whole way. So do your prayers tonight and set your intention. Really set your intention. Start thinking about it today, what you want that intention to be, and then set your intention before Fajr in the morning. Like, set your intention in the night for what you want Ramadan to be, and make your dua list if you're going to make a dua list, and just center yourself and enjoy the process. And remember, tomorrow we leave the world behind. Allahu Akbar. We leave the world behind, and we start focusing on our Creator, and get away from all of this dunya for the month. So can't wait to do this with you. Alhamdulillah.